Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego with your live stream, K1 Visa live stream from here in beautiful Florida. It's about 63, 64 degrees, somewhere in there. It's not hot, it's not cold. And we're waiting for our visa interview at the embassy in Bogota, Colombia. We got it scheduled for November 16th. And I scheduled the biometrics for Karina to get her biometrics taken on November 9th in Bogota. And on October 31st, which is Halloween, I'm flying to Colombia and my friend is going to house sit for me. And then he's going to take me to the airport because I can't leave my car at the airport. The reason is, number one, it could be, maybe 2 months I'll be in Colombia, maybe less. But the thing is, we're going to fly from Bogota to Miami. So if my car is at the airport in Pensacola and I'm in Miami getting a rental car, that's a big problem. So my friend is going to drive me to the airport and then he's going to house sit. He's got full reign and take care of everything for me, check my mail and all that jazz. The only thing he won't do is pay my property taxes, which really is a downer, but I'm just kidding. Now, hopefully you can hear me better. I mean, I did a live stream surprise yesterday and the audio was terrible and I apologize. So I disabled all the speakers, relocated the camera. So hopefully you can hear me better now. Janiela James, hi Diego. I'm here at work watching you. Janiela, don't get in trouble with your work. But we're glad you're with us, okay? We're here for you. Arsenal forever. Hi, hello, Diego. So, did you receive notifications, communication from the embassy? Yeah, the embassy sent me the packet 3 and packet 4. They sent me an email with the directions on how to schedule the interview, and I did everything they told me, and I scheduled the interview. There was only one slot left. Whew, I got it. I jumped in there. It was like early, 5 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's asleep. I jumped in there and whew, got it. Tashlin's World, Diego, what is the form for a joint sponsor? The form for a joint sponsor at the embassy is I-134. The form for a joint sponsor for the green card is I-864. That's it. Plus the tax returns, the pay stubs, tax transcripts, bank statements, letter from the employer, and all that jazz. Mariama Karoma. Hi, Diego. What's going on, Mariama? Tashlin, can you do a video on how to fill out the joint sponsor? You asked me already, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for you. Hamid, my friend. I listened to you, blocked her on my social platforms. Hamid, you listen to me. I'm going to save you from a horrible nightmare. Hamid, I'm glad you listened to me, okay? Listen to me. I'm going to help you. I'm going to pull you through this. I've been exactly where you've been, and I know exactly what you're going through, and you will survive it. I promise. You'll survive it. No contact with her. Zero contact. If she sends you an email, delete it. If she calls you WhatsApp, don't respond. Mariama, here we got a proof today. Mariama, good. Varma Kena, hi Diego, how long your case took at MVC? 119 days. I think I got it written down. I put it in my bag to fly to Colombia. I think it's 119 days. Angel Mercia, hola Diego, hola Angel, ¿cómo estás? Tu día bien hoy? Hamid, yeah, buddy, we heard you good. Yesterday your mic was cutting off. Yeah, I think my speakers were killing the microphone with feedback. So I disabled the speakers and I changed the location of the microphone and the video camera and everything's changed. So now you can see everything more clearer, hopefully. I can't fix stuff unless you tell me. It's your channel, guys. Nikita, hi Diego, I'm on the way in the car to my medical. Well, you better not be chatting if you're on the phone. You need to drive. Arsenal forever. Let me see. 1 second here. Even though the audio was bad, we were happy with your presence. Arsenal forever. I am always here for you guys. And Andrew says, what's up, Janiela? Lozan Alashi. Diego, I am so happy I got finally approved after receiving an RFE. My NOA one was September 21st, 2022. RFE, September 18th, 2023. And then your new NOA2 letter came October 16th, approved. See, an RFE is no big deal. It's not a problem as long as you can provide the information that they ask for at the ivory tower of immigration. Give them the info. You'll get your NOA2 letter. Okay, you're good. And well done on responding promptly. Follow the directions and everything works out. Angel Tate, hi Diego. I emailed the California Service Center for an update. Okay, good deal. That will extend your NOA2 letter. If you should have that, right? Nikita, when is Karina's interview scheduled? Nikita, I will be with Karina at her K1 visa interview at the U.S. Embassy in Bogota, Colombia on November 16th, 2023 at 7 a.m. in the morning. We took it. I picked the early time. The early bird gets the worm. Okay. I took the early time. I want to get in there. I'll get up at 5 in the morning. We'll go to the embassy and we will have our interview. And I will be standing right with her for moral support. And she's going to breeze through it. Don't be afraid of the interview. Mariama Koroma, visa is scheduled to be picked up on Thursday. Woo, good job, Mariama. I bet you're feeling very happy. Christopher Stout, let's give me a round of applause for his fixed microphone. Christopher, you are my technician, okay? You told me how to fix the problem, and I disabled the speakers, turned them off, changed the location of the camera, moved it to the right, lifted the elevation, and we're good. Hopefully you can hear me, guys. You can hear me now. Arsenal Forever, did you get the communication recently? Yeah, I got the email. I got the email from the embassy on October 4th. And then I got the packet 3 on October 14th or 14th. On October 15th, I filed the DS-160 with Karina. We did it together over the phone. And then on Sunday, early morning, when everybody was sleeping, I got the visa interview scheduled for Colombia. There was one slot open. So guess what? I took it. So that's done. And then I also scheduled the biometrics. Okay? Biometrics, the fingerprints, all that jazz. So that's on November 9th. Now I talked to Karina and she's under the weather. She's feeling sick today. She got some kind of bug. So she's sick. But tomorrow, and today's a holiday in Colombia anyway, I believe. So tomorrow she is going to if she's feeling better, she's going to get the medical exam scheduled. I sent her some pictures. I think I have to probably fly to Colombia and give her the documents. But if I'm going to have to do that. But if she can schedule the medical exam, we're all set. Let's see. Arsenal Forever. Did you get the communication recently? I thought you were still waiting. No. I got it all handled, Arsenal Forever. I handled it. Remember, this is my second rodeo, so it was pretty easy for me. Although I did have a bit of a hiccup because I used Karina's email address as the point of contact. And that was a stupid idea because then all the communication was going to Colombia. And I needed it here. And I'm not going to, so I had to go ahead and back out that email account from the State Department, recreate a new email account, create a new password. Took me an hour. I'm sitting up, I'm scratching my head going, what is the problem, Diego? Why can't I get into the State Department website and schedule this darn interview? What am I doing wrong? It was a password. That was it. I fixed it. And I didn't tell Karina until after I got the visa interview scheduled. I didn't text her and say, hey, I'm having problems. I can't get this. I can't figure this out. I'm not going to stress her out. Didn't do that. I fixed it. Let's see. Arsenal Forever. Yeah, we got everything under control now. Angel says congratulations to Lausanne. And Andrew says to Arsenal Forever, North London Forever Gunners. Yeah, Arsenal is a football team, right? In London. And they're the Gunners. They got, if I remember, don't they have a red foot soccer uniform with a red with a red patch here with cannons on it. If I remember, Angel Tate is congratulating Mariana. We all do. And Jody Fairfield, hi Diego, and Karina. I'm so excited for you guys. Woo, we are too. When are you leaving for Bogota? I have purchased a plane ticket and I am flying to Bogota, Colombia on October 31st, 2023. And the plane leaves around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I fly American Airlines to Bogota, and then I arrive in Miami. Then I got an hour and a half to get from this gate to the international departure gate to get to Bogota. And I bought a one-way ticket because I don't know when I'm coming back. So if Colombian immigration give me a hard time because I bought a one-way ticket, well, they're going to have to get over it because that's the plan. And I will explain to them in Spanish what I am doing. And I'll have Karina's immigration documents in my maleta, in my bag. So I will then show them the immigration documents and say, look, we're not staying here, guys. We're leaving. Here's the evidence. Okay, Diego, welcome to Bogota. Well, thank you. This will be my 26th visit. Seriously, guys. Immigration, I don't know. It's, I don't know, but it's good. Yeah. So happy you got the interview. Yeah. Tana and Isabel were married on October 5th. Was so beautiful. High five, Jody. Give our best wishes and our big hugs to Tana and Isabel. Big hugs. It's a huge change. It's a big event. It's a memory forever. And just think about what you had to do to go through to get to this point, to get married. Just to get married to somebody you love, you had to go through a nightmare, right? It's not difficult, but it is. It all depends on your mind. Okay? Don't count days, don't stress, and hang out with me and everybody, and we'll get you through the process. Lausanne says, thank you, Angel. Janiela James. Diego, I think I asked you this already. After I get married, can I submit the I-485 and just still use my name without changing or adding my hubby name to mine? You can be Mrs. Janiela James if you want to. You don't have to do any name changing, but I recommend that you do. The reason it will make it so much easier when you come to the U.S. citizenship phase, when your your husband files for the N-400 for the green card, for U.S. citizenship, the naturalization certificate, become an American. If all the names are the same, if everything's in order like that, it's less confusion with immigration. But you don't have to do any change name. Karina's changing her name to my name. She's going to be Karina Ross. Bless her soul, Karina Ross. But it's all good. Her name will be Karina Ross on the marriage certificate, and then we're going to put everything in her name, Karina Ross. Karina Ross on the light bill, Karina Ross on the gas bill, Karina Ross on the homeowners association, which I don't like. The homeowners association telling me my grass was getting long when I was in Colombia. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Get on a plane and fly back and cut it? So I had to call my friend to come cut the yard. I mean, seriously. But her name's going on everything. And then when I submit the I-865, well, she will, with the I-864 and the I-693 and the vaccination document, we're going to have a packet like this thick with her name on it, Karina Ross. That way, Karina and I, we really don't want to go to another visa interview. We're so sick and tired of visa interviews, okay? So we're going to put together a package so strong for her green card that immigration is going to spend all day reading it. And they're going to say, you know what? Just mail the green card to their house. I spent 10 and a half months in Colombia in 2022. I kept every receipt. I put my name on the rent in the apartment in Bogota. My name was on the rent receipt with Karina. I kept everything. That's going in the adjustment of status paperwork. If you have any pictures together, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, before, from visits and trips, after you've got your K-1 visa approved, include that in the adjustment of status paperwork. Nikita Ajane. Oh no, I have a driver and I'm sitting in the back. Okay, so you're good. You're safe, Nikita. You're good. You are safe. And Karina has been studying the road signs for Florida for the last 6 months. She's been learning, she's been studying the road signs. I sent her the road signs in Spanish. I don't want to confuse her any more than she's going to be confused, but I sent the instructions in Spanish so she can study for her driver's test. Ruhi Willis, I hang on to the end despite the unclear audio. Ruhi, you are a patriot. I always get something new from your live videos. Ruhi, I apologize for the bad audio, but I was yelling and screaming at my friend Hamid because I had to make sure that I had to fix a little problem he had before, and I was screaming at him because I'm a retired Navy senior chief, and when I was in the Navy, I would have to scream at people, but now I'm not in the Navy, and I don't have to scream at people. So I kind of went back to my Navy mentality, and I apologize, but we fixed it for him, okay? Andrew Bryan, Janiela James, I'm here just listening to the teacher as always. Andrew, we're glad you're here. Welcome to the group. The goal of this channel is to help you learn how to do a K1 visa. The goal of this channel is to help you not stress, to help to answer your questions, and to help you with adjustment of status, to help you with a spousal visa, IR1, CR1, and to answer your questions. Now, I can't fill out your I-134 form for you. I can't do that. Legally, I'm not an immigration attorney. I don't work for immigration, USCIS. I don't give you any legal advice. So I can't fill out those forms for you. You have to do that. But I can guide you. Okay? I can guide you. Let me see here. Lausanne Alashi, what is the next after NOA2? My fiance is in Jordan, beautiful Jordan. We love our friends in Jordan. How long does it take to send an inquiry? Okay. If you got your NOA2, wait about 60 days, 90 days, somewhere in there. If you haven't got it, if you haven't received your case number yet, / invoice number from the MVC, send an inquiry to the MVC. That will then automatically extend your NOA2 letter. Beta Trejo. Hi, Diego from Chicago. We love everybody in Chicago. My case was ready September 29th. Okay. How long do I need to wait for the embassy of Bogota, Colombia to get my instructions and fill out the DS-160? Beto, número uno, muy importante, paciencia. Paciencia, muy importante. Embajada de Estados Unidos muy ocupado. Mucho trabajo, mucho trabajo, mucho trabajo. Now in English, be patient. You can do this. Give them about 2 weeks to send you the packet 3, packet 4. If you haven't heard from them in 2 weeks, send the embassy an email. Check in with the embassy. That's what I did. As soon as I got the ready status, I sent an email to the embassy in Bogota, and I said, hey, it's Diego checking in. Here's the case number. Here's the invoice number. This is Karina's passport number. She's Venezuelana. Here's her date of birth, her full name. What do I do? Now, I know what to do, but I'm just asking him, what do I do? That's a question. When you send them a question, they're going to have to respond with an answer, right? They're not going to ignore you. And they responded back, Diego, be patient, please. Wait. It takes a couple of weeks for us to get all this organized, and we'll send you the directions. I waited, and after 11 days, which was close to 2 weeks, I got the packet 3 and packet 4 in my email. It was in Spanish. Okay, it was all in Spanish. Okay, no problem. I can read Spanish. But what I did was I copied and pasted it, translated it into English, and copied it into WordPerfect. So I had it in English. Now, I can read Spanish, but the Spanish language sometimes reverses things backwards. They say things like, we say in America, have a nice day. In Colombia, they say, day, have a nice. So it's backwards. So I wanted to make sure I didn't mess it up. So I printed it in English. I had my directions in front of my computer, and I filled out the DS-160 with Karina, submitted it. Boom. Then I took a break. I waited 24 hours. And then the next morning, Sunday morning, early in the morning, you guys were all sleeping. I went in and learned how to do the process for the SEAC, okay? And the State Department website, scheduled the visa interview. But first, I had to pay the visa fee. In Bogota, Colombia, you first submit the DS-160, then you pay the visa fee, then you schedule the visa interview and the biometrics. Okay, that's the order. Got it, Beto, my friend, Chicago? Marlette Chaka. Hello, Marlette. What's Marlette? What are you doing, Marlette? What are you doing today? Andrew Bryan is talking to Janiela James. So true, this Diego is the best. For real. Well, I've been through this nightmare 3 times, basically. Once back in 2016, then in 2018 with the spousal visa. So, and now with my beautiful Karina, my prometida, she's sick in bed, guys. She's not feeling good today. But I know how to do this. I could write the book on immigration. History Blitz. Hey, Diego, we are applying for advanced parole because my fiance's grandmother may be passing away. You're going to need advanced parole. Do you think this can be authorized quickly enough should something bad happen? History Blitz. Immigration do not do things quickly. Okay? They don't do anything quickly. So when you adjust the status for green card and you apply for the advanced parole, put a letter in the adjustment of status paperwork with an explanation and put it with the advanced parole document and say, please, could you expedite this because of, and whatever you want to say. Immigration will either help you or they won't. Immigration is like an ice cube. I don't know if you watch Star Trek. They're like the Borg, okay? They're like the collective. They have no emotion. They have zero emotion. They just process paperwork. That's it. They either will approve it or they won't. Marlette Chaka, is it safe trying to pay and schedule before packet 3 because I got the ready status in K1 FTP? Don't do that. Don't do that. Wait till you get the letter from the embassy giving you permission to do that. Okay? You could do all that and then get your visa interview canceled. It could happen. Just follow the process. Follow the process. Don't be in a hurry. I waited for the packet 3 and packet 4. I want Karina in Florida, really, I'm sick of waiting. It took 19 months, I think something like that to get this done for me. But I understand it. I knew it was going to take a long time because I went through this before. So they had to investigate me thoroughly on the first K1 visa. What happened the first time? They had to investigate it. And I want them to investigate it. Okay? I got no problem with being investigated. After they did their investigation, I got approved. But it took longer. So I had to be patient. Okay? You got to be patient too. Wait for your letter from the embassy. Wait for the embassy letter. Even though it says ready status, the embassy may not be ready for you just yet. They may not be. Even though it says they are, they're probably not. And let's see right here. Paging down. I don't want to miss you guys' questions. And Elisa Steiner. Diego, what is the difference between the packet 3 and packet 4? The packet 3 is the instructions from the NVC telling you what to do. And the packet 4 is the instructions from the embassy telling you what to do. So basically, it's just a list of instructions on how to process the green card. How to schedule the interview, pay for the visa fee, do the DS-160. Basically, packet 3 and packet 4 are directions on how to get your visa interview scheduled and what documents. The packet 3 is a list of documents you have to bring to the embassy interview. Your passport, your birth certificate, original birth certificate, divorce decrees, finalized, properly certified, the police certificates, the letter of intent to get married. Now, not all embassies ask for the second letter of intent to get married. Not all embassies ask for it. Bogota didn't ask me for that, but guess what? Karina and I are putting together our letters of intent to get married, and we're going to bring them to the embassy interview. Even though they don't ask for it, they don't need it, we're going to bring it because I might get an immigration officer that wants it. So, well, guess what? We cover the base. Even though it wasn't asked for, we're going to bring it. So if they ask Karina, we need your letter of intent to get married, the second one, please. Here you go. Do you have a letter of singleness, carta de soltera? Here you go. Are they going to ask for it? Probably not. But if they do, guess what? We're ready. So Annalisa, basically the packet 3 and packet 4 are just a list of instructions from the embassy and the documents that you need to bring to the visa interview, and also the directions on how to schedule the visa interview, the DS-160, and to pay the visa fee and the biometrics. It's just information. Ernest Dosti, Diego, I still can't find the U.S. Embassy in Ghana. 10 days since I got the green light to schedule. Okay, Ernest, so I'm going to make a note right now for you on Ghana. I'm writing it down right here. I'm going to figure this out for you, okay? For Ernest. Let's see. History Blitz. Also, does advance parole apply to vacation plans, or will we be denied? Advance parole is a document that says you can leave the United States without your green card. Now, when you decide to come back don't go past 6 months or else you'll be denied entry. Let's suppose you leave the United States for 2 weeks on an advance parole. You can do that, but be advised, when you come back to America, the Border Patrol officer has the option to deny you entry back into the USA. Even with advance parole, the Border Patrol officer can block your entry. He can, or she can say, no, I'm not letting you back in. You just got here. You haven't even applied for your green card yet, and you're already leaving the country. You're not loyal to the United States. That's the way that some of these people think. That's why they create the advance parole so you can travel. So it's kind of like a catch-22. When Karina gets here, she's not going anywhere. I mean, we're going to travel. We're going to go to Nevada, New Mexico, Texas. We're going to travel around America, but we ain't leaving the country. Not till she's a citizen of the United States. Let me see. History Blitz. So I got you covered. You can use it for a vacation. Arsenal forever. North London forever. Whatever the weather. Arsenal forever. The weather in North London is like, just think of the pressure on the weatherman in London. He comes on the TV and he says, well, let's just say that it's not going to be sunny today. Instead of the weatherman saying, well, it's going to rain, it's going to drizzle, it's going to be cold, every day, he comes on TV, like Bogota, Colombia. He'll come on the weather. He'll say, let's just say it's not going to be sunny today. And then they go back to the news desk. Andrew, Brian, yes, Diego, that is the Arsenal jersey outfit. I thought it was. I think Arsenal was red. I think Chelsea was blue with yellow or gold yellow with, I can't remember what was it, like some kind of animal, and I can't remember. Angel Tate, my father is the biggest Arsenal fan. Okay. I hope to take him to a game one day. Well, there you go. Take him to a game. Be a great experience. Let's see. Andrew Bryan's talking to Arsenal forever. Chelsea next, my bro. Chelsea. Yeah, I know Chelsea. Well, that's in London also, right? Kajali Darbo. Hello, Diego, or hello. How long does it take to have IR1 when visa interview in Senegal? Now, let me break down your question scientifically using Einstein's theory of relativity. How long does it take to have IR1 when visa interview is in Senegal? Okay, it's going to take about 1.5 years for the whole process. IR1, CR1, K1, it's about 17, 18 months. That's the whole process. It's about 18 months. If that's the question that you're asking me, how long does it take? Paula Roja, hi, where is the website for a complete DS-160? Well, I made a video on how to fill out a DS-160. I don't think immigration has a video. I don't think anybody made a video about it but me, for you guys. So look through the videos and find the DS-160 video, and it will explain to you how to fill it out. Now, the other thing you can do is you could Google it and see if they're on. Go to Google USCIS.DS160. See what happens. But DS, okay, the word DS. Does anybody know what that means? DS means Department of State. Okay, so when your visa went to USCIS, it went to the lockbox in Dallas, then it went to California or Texas. It's under USCIS. Okay. When it leaves USCIS, it goes to the National Visa Center, which is DS. So all the forms will change from USCIS form to DS form, which is Department of State or the State Department. The State Department are holding your visa in their hand, and they're the folks that decide whether they're going to present it to you or not. Okay? So you make sure you put together a strong K1 visa package. If you haven't filed your K1 visa package yet, make sure it's a good one. Make sure it's big, thick, full of information, full of evidence, full of relationship evidence, photos, no typos in the I-129F. Don't mess up the passport number. Don't mess up your beneficiary's name. We got some good, beautiful people live in different countries with names that are this long, right? One typo in that name will totally create a massive problem for your K1 visa. So if your beneficiary has a name that's like this long, or like Karina's got 3 names, because Latinas, they have lots of names. They got the mother's name, they got the father's name, they got the given name. You got to make sure you don't mess up any typos. Pay attention to that stuff. If you misspell somebody's name on your I-129F, guess what? If they don't catch it at the lockbox, which they probably won't, it's going to go to the service center, and you're going to wait for what? A year, 10 months, 9 months, and it's going to be sent back to you. You got to redo it because you spelled the name wrong. Let's see here. Ruben Torres. Hi, Diego. Ruben, what's going on? Quick question. Muy rápido pregunta para mí. I received an email saying that all the packages was mailed to the embassy in Buenos Aires. Okay. That's a welcome letter. Consider yourself in the welcome letter club. Now you wait for the embassy in Buenos Aires to contact you with the ready status. Edwin Davis, case was sent to the consulate in Frankfurt, Germany. That's in Germany, ladies and gentlemen, in August. Consulate sent my fiance in August letter, September, that a letter was sent that our case is expired because USCIS approved it in May, and it's been 4 months. Who sent you a letter that it was expired? The embassy did? The case was sent to the consulate in Frankfurt in August. Consulate sent my fiance in August letter, September, that a letter was sent that our case is expired because USCIS approved it in May. Your case doesn't expire as long as you maintain contact with immigration. So that's insane. Your case will not expire as long as you maintain contact with immigration. You send within the 4 months, before that 4-month window terminates, you got to send inquiries to the NVC. Got to send an inquiry. Hello, I'm checking in. What's the status? So you need to get that case reopened, Edwina. Get it reopened. Jody Fairfield, I hope Karina feels better soon. Yeah, she's just really sick today. She's got a bad cold. She got throat. I mean, she's sick as a dog. And you have a safe flight? Oh, I can't wait. I love flying American Airlines. Great company. Never break down. They never lose pilots. The flight attendants are wonderful. The snacks are pretty good. I get a good snack. When I fly American Airlines from Houston to Bogota, it's a long flight. It's like a 5-hour flight. I get a great dinner or lunch. But flying from Miami to Bogota is a short flight, so I'll probably get a sandwich. We'll see. But I get a free soda. They don't have Mountain Dew though. They don't have Mountain Dew. They have Coca-Cola, they have orange juice, they have coffee. But every time I'm flying American, I ask them, they say, sir, would you like a drink? Yeah, I'd like a Mountain Dew, please. Oh, we don't have Mountain Dew. Well, I'll have a Coke. And best wishes, and let me see here. Jody Fairfield, again, we are so excited for you both and can't wait until you're back in Florida with Karina. Best wishes, it will be so great. Good. Yeah, Karina will be so happy to get here. I'll get a pay raise. I don't have to pay rent in Colombia anymore. I don't have to pay light bills in 2 houses. Well, apartment. I got to pay a light bill. I pay the light bill in Colombia. I pay the water bill, the gas bill. I pay the rent and the internet and the phone. And then I go to turn around and pay it here also. But that's part of the deal. And I got all this beautiful evidence. It's so pretty, this evidence, that I've been financially taking care of my beautiful Prometida for all this time in Colombia. Even though she makes good money, she's got a good job. She's good. But I do that because I want to. Plus, it's going to make my adjustment of status submission strong. My name's on all the rent receipts for at least a year in Colombia. I had to be less than a year. I didn't want to scare immigration. I didn't want them to think I've abandoned America, which I didn't obviously do that. And let's see here. So, Jody, thank you for that encouragement. And Janiella James, I'm submitting my adjustment of status before I change my name because to change all the documents are going to take a while, and I can't wait that long. That's a good reason not to change your name. You're good. Just knock out the adjustment of status. Get it done. You're good. Hamid, I just found out that she had a boyfriend in Morocco for over a year, and she just used me for money. Hamid, I told you that on the live stream, my brother. I told you she was using you. She didn't love you. She wanted to check out America on your dime to see if she wanted the green card. I bet you if you got married, as soon as she got the green card, boom, she's gone. And then she's going to file for divorce, and you have to support her for 10 years. I'm telling you, you dodged a bullet, okay? You dodged a bullet. You dodged a nuclear detonation under your life. Be glad, be thankful that she went back home. Because if she stayed here in the United States, you would be responsible for her financially for 10 years, or until she became a citizen, or until she had got 40 hours of work credit, which takes about 10 years with Social Security. You saved yourself a massive financial disaster. God has put his hand over your head and protected you. Now, that's just my opinion. I don't know what your religion is. To me, I don't care what your religion is. But I'm telling you, you dodged a bullet, okay? You survived a massive tsunami. Be glad that she went back home, okay? You should have a party at your house, a celebration of a non-K1 visa disaster. What you got, and you did good. You blocked her on Facebook, on Instagram, on emails. If she tries to contact you, you totally ignore her. You block her everywhere. You will never, ever, ever speak to her again in your lifetime. Okay? Listen to my words. Now, once you get over this heartache, which I'm sure sucks for you, find you a beautiful lady, and the right person will come your way. Okay? I promise you. Same thing happened to me. 2016. Okay? After I pulled all of the knives out of my back and saved myself from financial disaster, I took her back home and went through a nightmare for 3 years. Okay? So I know exactly. You only went through a nightmare for how long? 2 weeks? I went through it for 3 years. I'm not trying to compare apples to apples. I'm just trying to explain to you. I know how you feel, but that lady that's going to be your eternal companion, she's out there, my friend. She could be in Morocco. She could be in Colombia. She could be in Nigeria. She could be in Ethiopia. She's out there, and you're going to find her. And when you do, you're going to file for your K1 visa for the second time. You're going to write a letter of explanation. Don't be disrespectful about the young lady. Be respectful to immigration and say, it didn't work out. The first K1 visa didn't work out, and she wanted to go back home, and we parted amicably, and we never got married. Including your second K1 visa, copies of the NOA-1 letter and the NOA-2 letter, and any correspondence from immigration, which will make their life so much easier for you when you process your second K1 visa. And you, my friend, like myself, will get approved with the right person, okay? The right person's waiting for you. Now, everybody watching right now, give Hamid a big high five because he saved himself from a bullet. He's getting over this horrible traumatic event that happened to him, and now he's going to move on, and he's going to find somebody that's going to be for him and not for the green card. Let me see. Mr. Nahas. Hi, Diego. I received the email from the NVC. Mr. Nahas, great news, my friend, saying the NVC will now forward the petition to the embassy. Good. What's next? Also, another question. Dos preguntas para mí. I noticed they've written my first name wrong. Like I said, immigration make mistakes too. What's important is that your beneficiary's name is correct on everything. The DS-160. Remember, this visa is all about your beneficiary, okay? Your beneficiary has to be, all the dots on the I's and the T's have to be done immaculately. No errors on the DS-160. No errors on the I-129F. No errors on the NOA-2 letter, okay? Mr. Nahas, on the NOA-2 letter, is your beneficiary's name spelled correctly? Is everything spelled correctly? That's what's important. Tuan Benson, hello, Diego and Karina. Congrats on your interview appointment. Well, we thank you, Tuan. Yep, we appreciate that. Hamid, my friend Hamid, listen. Hamid, one of her cousins called me on WhatsApp and told me everything. Even sent me a photo of the guy she's been with. Okay, Hamid, why didn't this cousin of hers tell you this a year ago? Why did this cousin wait until she went back home? Why did she do that? You need to block the cousin from WhatsApp. Don't respond to her, okay? You should have no interest in what this person has to say about her or what she did to you. It's just going to keep sticking knives in your heart. Block her on WhatsApp. This is the cousin. Any of her family, any of her friends, her first cousin, her second cousin, her best friend. Block them all. You're done with this family. And don't read that crap, excuse me, guys, that is being sent to you. No more. Block it. Your mission in life right now is to find a young lady that wants to be with you because she loves you. Okay? That's your mission. This other family, you need to flush it and forget it. All of them. Everybody. Tuan Benson, maybe we'll see you in Miami, Florida. Tuan Benson, I'm going to be doing live streams from Bogota, and I'll keep you abreast of our travel plans into Miami. Okay? Archor M. Hello, Mr. Diego. Archor, good to see you. Archor, our friend from beautiful Algeria. Andrew Bryan's talking to Janiela James. I like that. I wish you guys all the best. Very good. I will be getting married December 5th. Okay, Andrew, we know. Good job. Karina and I probably get married the first week of January. We're going to be freezing our tails off on the beach, but you know, hey, it is what it is. It's the winter time. Tuan Benson, I made a mistake of submitting the DS-160 and hasn't received the instruction letter from the consulate in Vietnam. All I have to do is redo the DS-160 once we have the interview appointment. That's right. Just redo the DS-160. Redo it and take your time. Don't rush. Don't make any typos. All of our friends around the world, you have beautiful names, and some of these beautiful names are very difficult to pronounce, and they're like this long. Mr. Sponsor, Miss Sponsor, you got to make sure the spelling of their names is absolutely perfect on the DS-160. Otherwise, you're going to have a problem with the K1 visa. Angel Tate, does USCIS send text messages for NOA 2? No, I never got one. I just got a letter. No text. They're too busy to send text. They'll send you a text to say they received it from the in Louisville, Texas, but they don't have time to text a second time. They'll send you a letter. Brian Gonzalez, sounds like a waiting game now. Yeah, it's a waiting game. It's all good. Edwina Davis, Frankfurt said our case is expired, but we only received notification from them in August. Well, your case is, so the embassy is telling you that? Edwina, the U.S. Embassy in Frankfurt is telling you your case expired, even though it's not your fault that you're waiting for them to do their job? Is that what you're telling me? What do we do if they say it's past 4 months? You got to send emails to the embassy and say, we're waiting for you to schedule our visa interview. You got to show communication. If you can prove communication with the embassy and NBC, they can't cancel your visa. Okay, they can't, because it's not your fault. You could sue them if they do. Hooter. Hi, Diego. It's Hooter. My fiance is from Lebanon, beautiful Lebanon on the Mediterranean Sea. I told you there's no appointments available at the Beirut embassy. I remember. We keep checking every day, but nothing. What do you think is the solution? Tired of waiting. There's one solution. You got to keep looking. Keep looking. Keep looking. When I scheduled Karina's K1 visa interview at the embassy in Bogota, there was one appointment available. One slot in November. The whole month was blocked full with 1 day open, which was the 16th. And when you look at the calendar in the website, you look at the calendar and everything that's dark is filled up. If you see a light shade over the date, that's available. So I didn't know. This was a new process to me from the first time I did this. So I clicked on the light shaded area and boom, it scheduled the interview for me. Andrew's talking to Janiela. Angel's talking to Andrew. Marlet Chaka, watching you live, Diego, in Ethiopia. Beautiful Ethiopia. We are 7 hours ahead. So you're what, 2 o'clock in the morning? Whoa, you're going to be tired. Go get you some snacks. Get a glass of milk and some snacks and watch the show. It'll keep you so you don't get tired. Let me see. Angel's talking to Janiela. And Malet, thank you. We appreciate you watching from Ethiopia. Give our best, Karina and I give you our best wishes to your family in Ethiopia. 7 Angels. Hi, Diego. How are you doing, brother? I'm good. I've been doing good from day one. The secret to this process is, number 1, patience. Number two, know what you're doing. Okay? If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to have a hard time with this. So here's the channel for you guys. It's your channel, guys. I did it for you. Karina's idea, so we can help you. Let me see here. Yo te lo cuento. Hi, Diego. Do you think that will be available appointments in the embassy of Bogota for this year? I want to spend Christmas with my love in New York. Yo te lo cuento. I looked at the visa appointment schedule for November. November was blocked out. I took the last one. December, there's a possibility. There's probably a couple there for December, but I'm not going to promise you anything. Okay? I would put your frame of mind this way. Be prepared for a January interview. Be prepared for a January interview day so you're not disappointed if you can't get it in December. But it looks they're pretty busy. They're pretty busy, okay? But I'm not going to tell you a story. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is where you come for the real deal. I would say you're probably going to look at a January interview date for Bogota. But keep looking, because somebody could cancel out. Somebody could say, "Oh, I got stuff I can't do this day. I got to change it to January or February." But you cannot book any interviews in January right now. It's they cutoff is December 31st. Okay. So when you get to that point, go in there early in the morning, like I did, and look and see. Okay. I'm with you. I'm going to pull you through it. Andrew's talking to Angel. Zoila Molina, Diego, I need your advice. Do you have an email or phone contact? I am from Miami. Zoila, I don't have time to check emails, and the only person that talks to me on the phone is my brother and my prometida Karina, and that's about it. And a few other people who are my friends in Washington D.C. who are my friends. I don't usually talk on the phone about immigration stuff. I do it right here. I do it right here. I don't email. I don't email anybody. I don't do the Yahoo Messenger thing, very rarely. So the channel is a perfect place for questions, and then everybody learns from your question. Yo te lo cuento. Thanks for always answering my questions. De nada, yo te lo cuento. Me alegra, yo ayudo tú. Me alegra. Importante, paciencia, ¿ok? No preocupes, tú vives bien, tú vives bien. En mi mente enero, pero no lo sé, diciembre posible. Daniela, Diego, can you do a video filling out the I-485, the I-485? And sure, I can do that. The I-864 is the affidavit of support. The 485 is the green card adjustment of status paperwork. The public charge questions in the household part. Yeah, public charge. The public charge process changed under President Biden. Okay. So, the visa process is very fluid. It's very fluid. Things change. Government to government, things change. Let's see. Janielle is talking to Angel. Marlet Chaka, I created an account. Does it affect my visa process? You created an account where? With the State Department? I don't understand exactly. It's not going to affect your visa process. You created an account when? 4 months ago and did nothing with it? Is that what you did? Huda, Diego, I never got the packet 3 or 4 and my status is ready. And also they gave me the invoice ID number. So I already filed the DS-160, paid the visa fee. Did I do anything wrong? Well, you filed the DS-160, you paid the visa fee. Have you scheduled a visa interview? If you can schedule a visa interview, you're good to go. If you can't, then you need to reevaluate it and see what happened. It's hard to answer that question. If you can schedule a visa interview, you should be all right. But the embassy may not be ready for you. Let's see. Marlet Chaka, what about filling out the DS-160 form? After the ready in K1 FTP and created the account on the consulate embassy to pay the fees and schedule. Marlet, if you have filled out the DS-160 and you've paid the visa fee, did you pay the visa fee? Did you do that? If you did all that correctly, you should be able to schedule a visa interview. Ernest Dostik, thank you, Diego. Ernest, no problem. Andrew's talking to Angel. And let me see here. And Elisa Steiner, is packet 3 and 4 arrived at the same time? Yes. Packet 3 and 4 arrived at the same time in the same email. One is a list of instructions stuff to bring to the embassy. The list of stuff you got to bring to the visa interview. The other is a process on how to fill out the DS-160, how to pay the visa fee, and schedule the visa interview. Packet 3, packet 4 combined into one email. Jan and wait a second. Benny Yao is in the house. Benny Yao, say hi to Benny Yao. His prometida is in the Ivory Coast. Benny Yao, hi Diego. My case status changed to ready today. Good. I contacted the U.S. Embassy in the Ivory Coast, and they responded quickly by providing 4 steps to go through. Okay, that's your packet 3 and packet 4. Step 1, DS-160 is exactly correct, but don't forget, DS-160 first, then pay the visa fee, second, then schedule the visa interview, third, then schedule the medical exam. Step 3, create a profile and pay the interview. Okay, I just went through that. Select a date for the interview. Correct. That's correct. You got it, Benny Yao. High five to our channel supporter, Benny Yao. You are in perfect alignment, ready for your beneficiary to get her K1 visa put in her passport. And then Benny Yao, DS-160, step 2, medical, blah. Okay, yeah, the way I explained it, that's exactly the same process that I did for Karina. Congratulations, by the way, Benny Yao. Jan and Philip. Hi, Diego. Me and my fiance received our NOA-1 on March 2023. When do you think we'll get our NOA-2? Probably, and visa in hand for the Philippines. Okay. Jan and Philip, I would say you're going to get your NOA-2 letter probably in February of 2024. And you should have the visa in hand probably by July or August of 2024 at the latest. Okay. Benny Yao, the documents include valid passport copy, DS-160 confirmation page, birth certificate. Yeah, that's the list of stuff you got to bring to the visa interview. That's the list of stuff that I was talking about. Yeah, you got it. Make sure that your beneficiary has all that stuff in her hand. Edwina Davis, after completing the DS-160, are you allowed to upload photos? Okay. You're going to upload, depending on the embassy, 1 photo for the DS-160. And you don't want to complete the DS-160. You want to upload the photo for the passport. It's going to be a passport photo. So you got to download it into your computer so that you can upload it into the SEAC system to see if it will accept the picture. Okay? If the picture's too big, it won't accept it. It will give you a big red, okay? So make sure if that happens, you're going to be given an opportunity to do a test to see if the picture is acceptable. So when I uploaded Karina's photo into the SEAC system, I got a big because the picture was a tad too big. So I shrunk it down, made it a little bit smaller, and uploaded it again, and it passed the test. They liked the way the picture was taken. It was the right size. There was no hats. No sunglasses, no earbuds. There were no hats. Everything was perfect. And then I uploaded her picture with the DS-160. Okay. Then when I submitted the DS-160 to the embassy, it included her passport photo after I had cropped it down and made sure it was exactly how they wanted it. So yes, you can upload 1 passport photo with the DS-160 per person. You don't upload photos and photos and photos. You upload 1 passport photo of your beneficiary. And that is the passport photo that will be used for the K1 visa when it goes in the passport. Yilda Colon Medina. Hi, Diego and Karina and Savvy Me. Diego, when is your interview scheduled for? November 16th. Next month. A month from today. 30 days from today. So we got to get busy. I got to get to Colombia so we can get Karina's medical exams scheduled. That's the only thing left to do. Edwina Davis, I have responded to the consulate that they only notified him in August to please open the case, but no response. Should we proceed with completing the DS-160 after we receive the police clearance? Keep going. Keep processing the visa. Keep processing the visa. Keep going. Yilda Cola Medina, I don't feel very well today. I did sleep last night. This is overwhelming. Yilda, Karina's sick in bed right now. She got the bug. She's not feeling good. She has got a sore throat, a headache. She's sick. So join the club. Join the Karina Club. Yilda, don't let immigration stress you out. It's not overwhelming, Yilda. It's not. You can do it. You can do this. We're going to help you. Miss Entertainment. Hi, Diego. My fiance will have his interview after 1 week. Any advice on what questions he has to expect? Remind me again, Miss Entertainment, of the country. Please remind me of the country. Francois Livingston. Good evening, Diego and Karina. Speedy recovery for Karina, we hope. Yeah, thank you, Francois. Karina never gets sick. The moment I ask her to schedule a medical interview, she gets sick. She'll be all right. But I'm giving her my hugs and helping her through this. Nikki Okali, hi Diego, my package 3 from Lagos, Nigeria has adoption letter. My beneficiary has 3 kids. Does this apply to me? No, what applies to you is the I-134, okay? The I-134, you're the sponsor, and you are going to be financially responsible for the kids, right? So the only thing you got to fill out is the I-134. Make sure you fill it out properly. Don't make any mistakes, and make sure you got the income to cover the family size. Ruhi Willis, Diego, you're splitting wisdom in that relationship advice to Hamid. I concur with you 100%. I'm spitting wisdom, not splitting. I'm spitting it. I got to spit it in his face. In a situation like this for Hamid, okay, I got to make sure he understands that he has to totally discontinue communication with that individual, plus that individual's family, friends, and immediate relatives. Because every single communication now from that person's relatives or from her is another knife in the back. So the way to heal from a situation like that is 0 communication. And in a month from now, with 0 communication, okay, then our friend will then be on the road to healing, and then we're going to get him back up on the horse and ride him right into the sunset, looking for another beautiful Pramatita, which he will find. He will find. Hamid's going to be all right, but he needs Diego to be very strong with him. Mr. Nahas, thank you, Diego. Yes, my beneficiary's name is correct, but my name's spelled wrong in the last email. Don't worry about it. It's not about you, Mr. Nahas, my friend. It's about your beneficiary. Do you think I need to send him a public inquiry? You could. You can send him a public inquiry. Say, hey, my name's spelled wrong. And then print that email so you have proof of correspondence with immigration, and then don't worry about it. Immigration, okay, are more concerned about your beneficiary. Tuan Benson, Hamid, listen to Diego. There you go. Forget about her and move on. She's not right for you. You're right. It hurt at first, but the right one will come, my friend. Yep. I found Karina. Okay. What happened? And I'm not trying to put myself in Hamid's place. Okay. It's not good to do that. But I know what he's going through. Okay. What was the result of what happened to me? Number 1, I learned how to do a K1 visa like the back of my hand. Number 2, I learned all about Colombia and Bogota. I've been everywhere in Colombia. Number 3, I learned how to do a spousal visa, IR1, CR1, right? I know where the doctor's office is in Bogota. I know where the best restaurants are in Colombia. I got a passport filled with visa stamps to Colombia. To me, I don't look at it as a bad thing. I look at it as a great lesson. I learned a great lesson from my first K1 visa. Okay, it sucked at the time. It was very destructive, but I had to stop that. I had to stop it. Total blockade. Total blockade. Total. Let me see here. Mackenzie Owens, Diego, we just got ready status. Okay, that's good. As the American, what financial stuff should I start preparing, and how do I submit it? Okay, Mackenzie, you need to fill out the I-134, sign it and date it. 13 pages. Don't miss a page. You need to get your tax returns, your tax transcripts, your pay stubs for 6 months, You got to get a letter from your boss, your employer, unless you're self-employed. You have to get bank statements, 12 months worth of bank statements. I'm waiting on my October bank statement to arrive in the mailbox. When it gets here, I'm going to put that in my visa package, and then I'm going to get on a plane and fly to Bogota. So you got it? You understand that? Let me see. Yeah, Twan's good advice. You know, we're gonna help our friend get through this horrible experience that Hamid had to endure. But at the end of it, he's gonna he's gonna learn a lot from it. He's gonna be more cautious in the future. Okay, just like I was. I was cautious. I went and stayed with Karina for 5 weeks. I lived with her for 4 months, 4.5 months. Then I lived with her for 11 months. We're like joined at the hip, you know. We're perfect. I would not have been able to process K1 visa for Karina this easily if I'd never done it before. So I learned from the first experience. I learned to be more cautious and careful. And the result is I got a visa interview next month with Karina. And how do you submit it, Mackenzie? Well, you're going to have to send all that paperwork in DHL or FedEx to your beneficiary, unless you want to get on a plane like I'm going to do and bring it to your beneficiary personally. Got to have the original I-134 signed, okay? Whoop slap. Hello, Diego. You made Judith and smile with our timeline. She showed everyone. Thanks, my friend. I made a video for you guys about your timeline. You asked me to do it, so I did it. She'll be here in 10 days. Now, normally I wouldn't say don't count days, but 10 days isn't very long, so you count those days. TVSPMA. Hello, Diego. I can't find an open slot for my fiance in Cambodia. Keep looking. Got to keep looking. Get up early in the morning and look, and you're going to find one. Faris Hassan. Hey, Diego. How is the MVC doing? They're doing good. I got my NOA 2 September 25th, okay, this year. When do you think I'll get my case number? Probably in December, somewhere in there, second week of December. Teja Sweeney, hi Diego. So I sent an email to the Prince William Courthouse asking for proof of communication for wedding plans, and they sent me an email. Will that be enough for proof of wedding plans? Okay, so you got one email. That's good. That's a start. You have started your wedding plan email trail. Okay, now you're going to wait a couple of days and you're going to email them back again and ask them another question. How much does it cost? How much is a wedding license? What's the wait time for the wedding license before I can get married? Okay, that is email number 2. They will respond back to you. You're going to print that email. Now you are in the beginnings of wedding plans. And you say, please help me on this question. My fiance has the appointment November 3rd. Very close. Send another email like today or tomorrow. And then buy some wedding invitations. Go buy some wedding invitations. Keep the receipt. Make a copy of the receipt. And get those emails and a copy of those wedding invitations and send them to your beneficiary for the visa interview. Savvy me, Diego, did you schedule the fingerprints and medical on the same day? I scheduled the fingerprints, yes, on the same day. I couldn't schedule the medical exam. I scheduled the visa interview. I scheduled the fingerprints. The fingerprints for Karina on November 9th in Bogota. The visa interview is November 16th at 7 o'clock in the morning at the embassy. And now Karina, when she feels better, today's a holiday in Colombia anyway, she's going to schedule the medical exam. And then on October 31, which is a couple of weeks away, I'm going to fly to Bogota with all of the paperwork, the I-134, the photos, the proof of our wedding plans, all that jazz. Let's see. Savvy me. So I'm waiting on Karina. She's going to do the medical part. Okay. Milet Chaka. No, I didn't pay because it says there are no available appointments at this time. Please check back in a few days as the consular section will open more appointments. Did I do something wrong? No, you're good. You're good, Marlet. No problem. I think it's the right thing to do because it says ready. If you can't pay, they're telling you to wait for open slot, okay? C. Hello, C. Hello, Diego. I have met my girlfriend twice in South Africa over the past year. Beautiful South Africa. Do I have to make another trip to propose in person before I can file the I-129F? Okay. If you do, if you go back a third time and propose and get all the pictures, okay, your K1 visa will be rock solid. You're going to have 3 trips to South Africa. You're going to have 3 sets of boarding passes. You're going to have 3 sets of hotel receipts or whatever. You're going to have 3 separate dates of pictures together. Okay, that's a strong K1 visa package, and you get to go to visit South Africa again. You can take a trip to Table Mountain. Go to Table Mountain. Have you been there before? Have you been up Table Mountain? It's beautiful. Go back a third time and then file your K1 visa package, okay? And propose to her in person. Don't do it on a phone call or email. Don't do that. Do it in person on the third trip. I know it costs money, and it's easy for me to tell you to get on a plane and fly to South Africa. It's not my money. But this is an investment in your family. So it's not a big deal. You can make more money, right? You can make more money, but you cannot create a new family, right? Okay, guys, I've been talking long enough, and I'm going to go ahead and get a drink of Mountain Dew. I'm going to relax. I don't want to disturb Karina. She's not feeling good. She's sick in bed, so I'm going to leave her alone so she can sleep. And then tomorrow, hopefully, she feels better. And if you want, I'll do another live stream tomorrow if you want. It's up to you. If you want me to come back, I'll come on tomorrow at 11:30 in the morning Central Time and do another live stream. But if unless you guys are busy at work, I understand. But thanks for checking in, guys, and be patient during the process. I'll see you in the morning.